We have three tables here. So one is salesman table. Salesman ID will be primary key. Yes name, that is salesman name, followed by salesman city, commission. Right, then we have the other table list. We have three tables in this application. So the database name is orders database. So next table is customer, customer ID primary key, customer name, customer city. Grades with respect to what type of grade the customer has, and sales ID is the foreign key of the referring to the primary key from salesman table. Okay, so followed by the other table is orders. So order number primary key, purchase amount, order date, customer ID should be a foreign key with respect to the key from the other table. And lastly, I have salesman ID. So I need to cut this and place it here. Okay, then yeah, all this. Let me see how things work out. So three queries, all three queries successfully executed. So three tables are created now. So let me describe first the salesman table, just to see that in which order I have created the tables. So salesman, sales name, city and commission. So hope the screen is visible, guys. Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so I'm trying to insert some values in the first table. So customer table, this is customer name, customer city, followed by this, that was integer, right? Wait a minute. um, Commission is integer. Okay. uh, which table I took? I have to take customer, sorry. I have to come with salesman, no? Sorry, this should be salesman. Sorry, this is something different. So let me delete all this. So insert into salesman table. So values. First is salesman ID. So I will take I will take 4 digits, followed by yes name. Yes name may be something like A B C, followed by which one? Followed by yes name city. So let me take one more attribute like this. And lastly, I have commission. Commission is integer, so let me take commission as say 8%. So when I run this, yes, it successfully executes without any problem. So now let me continue by adding some more records. So I will take CAC, maybe something like, let's say, 5%. So what I will try to do is I will try to multiply multiple values. I will insert at this level itself. Mm, and commission may be something like 7% and I will try to insert some 5 to 6 values subsequently, so that I can write some all the other values. All right, so 5. So hope you guys are seeing this. Let me insert some 6 values initially, then let me go to some other value. So now, okay, all the queries are done. Now let me move on to the next value with the customer. Please remember what values we have given for customer, or before I could copy this, I shall delete and see describe customer, just to see that in which flow I have the values of customer. So customer name, city, grades, and sales ID. Just observe what the grade is all about. The grade, whether what type of data type, a grade is also int. Okay, so grade is also int. So this is name, name customer ID, customer name, customer city, followed by integer. So let me take grade as so 4 out of 5, something like that. And this is all 4 ones. If I execute this, I got correct results, and let me continue in the same manner. Then let me try to add some more values. Same way I will try to insert some multiple records so that I can have some multiple values. So here let me write 3. So this will be 4, maybe like maybe something like this, and this I will take it as 4. So overall I have 6 values there, so make sure that you give value with respect to that or something else. And lastly this is 5. Okay, so all 5 executed without any problem. So now let me give this as 6. This is 5. I can add some multiple values as well. So before this, let me give some additional value. This I will take it as 3, just to make sure that these are the customers. So it will not have any problem if I give some other names as well. Okay, so let me add some more things and complete this table. So next I will go with the orders table. So in orders table, so before I go with orders table, let me see in what flow I have created orders value. So order number, purchase amount, order date, customer ID, and sales ID. Sir, lab then class 4:30 ಮುಗಿಸಿ ಬರ್ತೇನೆ. So this was order ID, so let it be this. Next is order amount. So this was the change, then 2020 time followed by this is um, we need to be sure that in what way we have given. First is customer, then is the salesman ID. So this should be triple one. Let us have four ones, and then just see how this goes. All right, so this successful executed. So let me continue in adding some bunch of the values just to see that I'm trying to give some additional values. Okay, so next I will try to insert some multiple records so that I can make some differences there. Okay, so hope you guys can understand this. Let me continue with some other values. Yes, anybody have any queries before we go ahead? Yes, anybody have any doubts? Anybody having any doubts before we go ahead? Yes, any clarifications? All right, everything are in line. Let me add some additional values. Okay, okay, all are done as of now. So let me try to display each individual record. So let's start from, say, first is sales. So this is the salesman records. Same way, if I try to display customer, so customer values are these. Just to see, make sure that how many values are inserted in what way. Then finally I go with orders table. Is it just order or orders? I'm not sure, because it is orders, because orders is keyword. So orders I have written like that. Order is a keyword. Just to make sure I cannot use keyword name for having table names, so I have renamed as orders. Now once we create all the tables, I need to go with insert in working with queries. So I do not know what are the queries, so I'm trying to take out the queries. So what are the different queries? So the second application holds some queries after creation. After insertion, I do have some queries. Okay, so the next query is to select the or count the average grades of for particular city. Okay, so the queries are go like this. The first query is to count the customers with grades above Bangalore's average. Okay, in our data, I don't have any information about Bangalore, so let me consider some other place. So first query is count the number of customers with grades above Bangalore's average. So first what I have to do is I have to make the Bangalore's average, and then I will need to remove or calculate the average of Bangalore. Then above average, whatever values I get, that has to be displayed. Next query is to find the names and numbers of all salesmen who have more than one customer. So I need to display those salesmen who have more than one customer. So list all the salesmen that indicate who don't have any customers in the cities. So need to have the people we need to find out the salesmen that indicate who have we need to find out two lists here. One is with respect to their city and their without city. So only use union operator as it is said. And last one query is to okay, we need to find out highest view of a highest order of a particular day. Then subsequently we need to remove one ID with a specific ID. So in when we are creating, we have used the operation on delete cascade. So once we delete the primary key, foreign key automatically deletes. So don't worry about that. That I mean, if I delete 1000 ID of a salesman, all values will automatically get deleted. That's how it says. So the first query is to find out the average of a particular place and then work on them. So I need to count, just we need to count how many are the people with particular grade greater than the specific value. So let me rename like this accordingly. Then okay, first if we try to work on this, say like this. Now what let's just see what it says. So we do have some records. So we have one count greater than this. So let me come back to the original query and show you. Now please see, this is one place, or let me show you in a different way. Now when I execute this, I am getting this value, but how it has been correct? I am getting value as count as 1 with grade of 5. So I should be sure that how this works. So we will try to identify in different ways. So first I will this query works with respect to grades with respect to customer of a particular thing. Grade should be greater than this place. So I don't know what is exactly the grade of this particular places. So let me play like this. So first I will try to find out the average of this particular city. The average is does it this okay, the average is 4. So the average grade is 4. The reason why I took integer for grades for this, so since it is it is telling to find the average of grade, so only I need to take integer as for grades. If I would have taken varchar or character for grades, then I could not execute that because of the problem with respect to data type. Okay, now whichever values are greater than 4 will be selected. Okay, so coming to queries, if I type, so what I am supposed to display is what I have to find the information of salesmen's. What is the query? So I need to find the grades of customers who have a specific grade greater than one particular city. Correct. So of a particular city, now it was 4. Correct. Now what I will try to do is I will try to show something. Select star from customer. Sorry. So customer, if I type, just see the values. So I have written Hubli earlier. So average is 4. So greater than this, how many are there? There is only one value there. Now what if I give the average is UBL is 3. Okay, so I will change the query to little more. So in place of this Bangalore, I will write UBL. Okay, so if I try to find only the average of UBL, see, it should give me value as 3. Correct? So it gave me 3. Now what I will do, I will change this value to UBL and see what it will do. So greater than UBL, I have count 6 with 4 grade with 4 grade 4 there are 6 counts, and with grade 5 I have count as 1. Okay, subsequently I can change the query like that. So moving on to the next query. Any more doubts before we go ahead? Any more doubts? So the next query is count the number of it is okay, it is it should be more than one customer. How many salesmen are there? I mean, I need to display the number of people, right? Okay, I did not get any result here. Okay, we'll tell you the difference, what happened. Just see, I don't have any value with respect to value as 3. All values are equivalent to 2. So the salesmen with ID 1111 and 1113 or 11 13 15 have maximum of 2 customers with each. Okay, I don't have any customer equal to 3. So only the earlier query did not execute. Correct. So this query, if I just say directly 2, it will count whether it is equal to 3 or so. Okay, so greater than 2 or equivalent to, if I say greater than or equal to 2, will execute and give me the results with respect to 3 values. Now what if I write little change giving greater than 1? Since there is no point if I take more than 3, because obviously I don't have any values. See, the same value I get, greater than 1. Okay, so this is the second query. Third query is about view. I don't know how this view works. Yeah, okay, this is the different query. Any other doubts before we go ahead? So this is the with city and without city. I'm trying to use union operation as prescribed in the question. So I need to first find out the customer with respect to within the city of the customer and salesman should be same in this case, and in this case city of the customer and city of the salesman should be different. Okay, so I'm trying to do union. I will get 4 rows, ABC, CABC. In this more than 5 rows I get. It's not been told that how many rows. Okay, query result displays 5 rows. Okay, so just see the values are automatically, the duplicates are eliminated, and displayed. Okay, so some options may be with respect to same place, some options may be with respect to the other place. Okay, that's the fourth query. And fifth query is highest orders. I don't know whether this works or not, because in original one it works fine. Okay, let me see whether this works or no. Yes, that should be an error. I am trying to use one function here. Okay, I'll come back to the query first. So this query is written to take the value of date at runtime. Okay, what I have to do is this query is a bit different. What we are trying to do here is we have to find out the maximum orders first. So maximum orders on one particular day, we need to take that and group that with respect to some salesman, and maximum sales on that on one particular day I need to find out. So which day we don't know. What I did was in regular lab, what I did was I will give the order date dynamically. I will not give the date prefixed. I will give the date dynamically. So whichever date I enter on runtime, automatically that date value it should print. That was the idea. But since this is throwing an error, because this type of function is not accepting in this package. So I will go to orders and check the orders data. In orders data, I will have all the dates from within this month, 22 dates. So I will take 22 date and see how we can find out. Please remember the date option is like this. In sorry, it should be 10, no, 10, 20. So now if I press go, oh my god, this is again an error. Okay, so the error is maximum count. Sometimes we do get errors depending on certain styles. Oh, why this is here. Okay, let me correct this query. Just give me a minute. Else I will go to get the data from here. This what the queries which are successfully executed. After the execution is done, I dump them here. So let me see what happens. Please remember, I will execute the queries and prepare the manual. It's not like I am doing copy pasting just to reduce the time, right? So pardon me if you people take me wrong that I am doing copy pasting. So finally I have this. Let me execute this directly and see, and here I will change the date to 2020 followed by 10 followed by 22, right? So max of count. Yeah, now this works fine, I think. Okay, still an error, invalid use of group function. Okay, so invalid use of group function is here. So try with some things. Now certain packages will throw me an error, certain will not. If I am getting an error, that means I need to fix something. Max count, max is a function, max of count of sales ID from customer's order date. Okay, so if I try to execute this query alone, what will happen here? Okay, here is actually problem. The problem is okay. So what if I write here sales ID and run? Uh-oh, still an error. So what it says, it is group by sales ID limit of 0,2. Sales ID from the order invalid group function. So opening T basis, okay. This was absolutely working fine in the previous one. I don't know with this why it is throwing an error. Let me write sales ID first, then max, then okay, so let me remove this max and see how it happens. Okay, this is working fine. Let me replace this. The previous one, if I change it, so here I changed it to 20-10-22. This is the value I have taken here. So now what I will try to do is I will try to just see or take or identify the group value. So in place, if I write only count, just see what happens. Or I'm just doing trial and error because here it is showing some error. I don't want to do that. Okay, I can do count without any problem. So here I'm trying to replace things. Please be patient for what I'm trying to do. Here it was some 2020-10-22. So this was the query what I executed. So this certainly executed with 4 values. Yes, this I removed the font like this. So when I execute this, certainly it executed without any problem. Alright, so what to do with this now? This was absolutely working fine. So I need to count the number of sales and say maximum sales. So I will replace this query to a little bit changes. So I will replace this to this. I certainly may get error. I feel, let me see. Okay, yeah, these numbers I need to replace. All of you are watching, right? I don't know how many students are there, but still I feel that you guys are watching to this. Anybody just respond to it?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. Okay, it's still throwing an error. The error is that I cannot push multiple values count here. So count, I cannot take max, count, say greater than all. If I write, see what happens. I don't know what's, I'm just doing trial and error to work this query. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, what happened? SQL returned an empty sets of 0 rows displayed because I don't have the information because you know what happened? Can anybody say what happened? Anybody say something happened? What happened? Shall I execute and show what happened again? What does this says? MySQL returned an empty result set as that is 0 rows. Query took so much time. Fine, but why it was like 0 rows? Can anybody say something? Yes, 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 guys. Any comments?
Yes, sir.
What is this? What I did and what was that? I had replaced the earlier query. The purpose of the query was to display the maximum values or maximum rows. When I'm trying to display maximum rows, mean on particular day maximum sales I need to find out. So here I will just get the count. Correct. So what I did earlier was from this particular day I would take the maximum value and compare with the count of that particular records and try to display the salesman and the details of salesmen. That was absolutely working fine, but now since this maximum and count are not working together, right? So when they are not working, this query I manipulated so that I will get some value based on particular day. So on this day I have some 4 records. So based on that 4 records I got some value. So what if I make this something else and see what happens? Yes, I do get some results. On that day what happened, the value was 4, correct? Did you understand what did I say, Baba? On that day the count was 4. Okay, when you look to the data of what already we have, or let me display that first. Have you guys understood this? I'll show in a more detail, just give me a minute. We'll try to go to orders table. In orders table you just see on 22nd dates there are 4 records. Okay, on day 4 there are 4 records, in the sense greater than 4 there is nothing here, correct? Greater than 4 there is no any other value, so that query was giving me a 0 value. But for this query when I changed it to some other date 3 or 4, I got some other results. May stating that greater than value of on 23rd I have only one record. So on this day greater than 1 I still have two orders on each day. Understanding? Understanding? The on 22nd date I have 4 records, that is the highest records. Greater than 4, there is no greater than 4 according to my data. Okay, but on 23rd I have only one record. So greater than 1, I still have highest records 2. Understanding? Understanding? Let me move on to creating a view. So this query have to be pushed to view. So once this query executes, yes, yeah, this query was executed, right? So let me push it this to view, say create view, say view name, let me give as max sales, as if I type this whole query and say go, I will just give it as view created. Now what I will write is select star from that is the query, right? Yeah, max queries, the value. See, when I create a view after getting the result of a query view successfully, I will try to push on those to the view. So this was the earlier query which was successfully executed. So after the execution I just push this value to this particular view. Now when I execute this, I will just get as view created. So to display what are the contents inside, I will write select star from max sales, so that whatever is inside max sales will be displayed. Okay, so finally, so one delete table. So with I don't have the record with see, this asks 0 rows affected because I don't have any values with respect to 0. So let me take from salesman, let me write select star, sorry, salesman. So when I say that, see, okay, so I have these many records. So let me delete 116. So 1116. So one row affected, delete from salesman. So pertaining to this, if I try to write select star from salesman, I will not have that record. So 116 is gone. Right, so this is about our whole about your second application. So you guys can just go through the second application content. Yeah, all tables are displayed correspondingly after that, or just a minute. So once the salesman is being deleted, uh, I just have to observe that what about the other tables, whether the records related to the deleted elements are present or not. So as we have set it to delete, so automatically in the other tables also the data would have been vanished. Okay, so select star from orders also, I see there will be no record concerned with 1116 because that has been deleted. Okay, so we have used on delete cascade. That means once you delete the primary key, the foreign key also automatically deletes. Okay, this is all about the second experiment. If you guys have anything to comment or anything to discuss, stay back, else they can join me after 3:30 for my next class. Any doubts, guys? Any doubts you guys have? So let us join